Charges up when he enters the room, and instantly he has everyone's undivided attention. Then, suddenly, he spins around, looks directly at me, and asks, "How old are you?" 15. Why? Too bad.
They are the first seducing words Don Schiller remembers from 70s and 80s porn star John Holmes.
How many girls you go to bed with in each film?
The first time in Oregon was in 1981 when I ran from John, and I was running for my life.
Now she's telling the story of her life.
And all my work in domestic violence has really made me painfully more aware of how much he was grooming me.
They met in 1976. Dawn, her sister, and newly divorced father moved into the apartment complex Holmes and his wife managed near Hollywood, California.
We didn't have any food, so he would bring us food a lot of times. He would offer us little gardening jobs, and that's what I looked like when I was 15 years old, staring into a bonfire on the beach that John had built just before he slept with me.
Their stockings hung together at Christmas. Holmes continued to prey on Dawn.
He brought cocaine home to me, and he made it a staple in our house.
And a happy cook is a fat cook.
Holmes started running drugs and owed people money.
And in order to pay for his drug habit, he did sell me on the streets. I'm the ace up his sleeve, the last one who will stay loyal, he hopes, and by force, if necessary. But all I want to do is die.
She fled to her mother in Oregon.
But he talked me back, and he talked me back just in time to be about a week before the Wonderland murders occurred.
Neighbors described this stretch of Wonderland Avenue as a friendly group of people.
July 1st, 1981, a gruesome crime scene.
For now, there is only one victim still alive who knows for sure what happened.
And then I watched the Wonderland murders on the news, and I thought, oh my gosh, because I knew the house.
Holmes sold drugs for the 4 gang members found dead in their hideout. It's believed Holmes owed them money and had them rob his drug dealer a few days earlier.
And I watched them pull the bodies out of the house on the news, and he was sleeping in the bed, and he was having this dream screaming about the blood.
Dawn says he was there for the murders, telling her his drug dealer made him watch the revenge killings.
And we went on the run.
Running from the FBI and drug dealers for the next 6 months, Dawn says Holmes attacked her in public one night at a Florida hotel.
And the next morning, the hotel manager, Big Rosie, and a group of other guests knocked on the door, and they told me to pack my things, that they weren't going to take no for an answer, and that I was going with them. And that's how I got away.
Dawn turned Holmes in to the FBI, but he was eventually acquitted of the Wonderland murders. Feeling lost and broken, Dawn began years of soul searching.
In 1987, I went into the convent at Mount Angel, Oregon, actually, for a year.
She returned to LA in 1988 to confront Holmes, but it never happened. Within 2 weeks of her arrival, he died of AIDS.
I felt like it was over.
Clean and sober for 12 years now, Dawn lives and works in La Grande.
Oh, I'm very happy. Yeah, I'm beyond happy.
She's a proud mother and an advocate for struggling teens and survivors of domestic violence.
Very cool.
Her new book, The Road Through Wonderland, Surviving John Holmes, is her way of taking her voice back from a man she once thought she loved.
I still cannot put to words why I began to write this, but I know I am right where I am supposed to be, and I say a prayer out loud, out into the sky and the wind for strength.